what's up, YouTube? Alright, so I'm here with LOTAYA. This is her third episode. Episode 1 and 2 has been uploaded. You've probably watched episode 1 already. Episode 2 is coming up in a couple of days. And this one will be uploaded and scheduled maybe 2 weeks down the road. Alright, so after today, LOTAYA is going to be looking for her appointment. And then we'll finish by recording and showing her last 2 days, including her driving test. Alright, so today we're basically working on corners, okay? Corners, that's exactly what we're doing today, just corners. We're making a left here. But again, before I get too much into the video, I should say, I'm gonna ask you to like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, make a left here. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when I post my next video. Alright, so let's get into this video. Today, like I said, we're doing primarily corners because she's having problems with the corners. So we want to do as much of the corners as possible. Right and left turns, right? Alright, so we're gonna go around this corner on the right. And just like I said, you're gonna turn along with the corner. Turn along with the curve, the grass and whatever. And it's just about timing. Yeah. Alright, so slow down. Yeah. And turn with the grass. Turn along, turn more, turn. And let go. You see what I mean? Yeah. Alright, make a right turn. So it's just, if you time it properly, it straightens up perfectly, right? Slow down again. And you're turning along with the curve. Turn the world, turn more. Stop turning right there and let it roll. Okay. So you let it roll around the corner. It's like a train and a track type of deal, right? Okay. So at some point you have turned enough to get you around the corner.
So once I get around the corner.
Once you have turned enough to go around the corner, then you stop turning and let the car follow the corner. Okay. Follow the tires, basically, like I said, like a train and a track. And then when you get to the middle of the lane, then you straighten up. So we're gonna do this one again. We're gonna go to the right. So signal right. And we're going to come to the next stop. My kids actually went to this school.
My son too.
Yeah, Village Elementary.
Yeah, my son went here too.
Okay, stop completely.
Stop.
And then go ahead and make a right. So here, alright, you see right now you're stopped, right? In order for this to go correctly, you have to turn the wheel. So turn the wheel to the right. Alright. Just enough so when you let go of the brakes, you're going in the right direction. Let go of the brakes and turn a little bit more. You'll see how much you need to turn, right? Yeah. Stop turning right there and just let the car go until it gets over into the middle of the lane. And then you let it go and it straighten up. You see, you're going slow so it doesn't straighten up completely by itself. But you get the idea, right? So we'll practice that. Go down to the next one, not this one. And then we're gonna make a right turn again. And yeah, you want to make sure you're doing it slow enough so you are in full control. You don't want to be going too fast and have the car doing whatever it wants to do. So again, we're gonna slow down. And you're gonna turn along with the curve. Nice and easy. Turn a little bit more. Stop turning right there and let it go. You see what I mean? Yeah. You went a little bit to the right. But yeah. Alright, keep going straight down. That's a nice move.
I know. Wow,
that's a real house, you know.
Wow.
You see inside
everything.
Yeah, it's nice. Alright, so we're gonna go straight across. My wife is asking if we have ever seen DMX in concert. I think we did.
Yeah. Are you into? You know, he came to Jamaica 1 year.
Yeah. I think we did see him. She was asking. Yeah, man, he was a good artist, you know.
He was different.
Yeah, he was a good person, but he was a person with some issues. But yeah, he was a really good person. Because you remember at one point he turned into kind of a pastor.
Yeah, and he could pray.
He could pray, yo.
He prayed. I don't remember what concert he was at, but he prayed for 1 hour. And everybody just stood there.
Yeah,
before he started the show.
Yeah, he could pray. Because you know, he's a guy that before every show that he does, he does this whole prayer thing with his crew before he goes out there. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, some person, I was listening to the Breakfast Club, and Charlemagne was talking about.
You know, I'm not a Charlemagne fan.
I like him actually.
Oh my God.
A lot of people don't, but I do. Yeah, he was talking about some person, I forget the person, that put out an article before he died. And all they're talking about is all of the stuff that he's done. The drugs, the jail, the this, the that.
We're gonna talk about the negative.
And he's like, really? Of all of the things that the man has done, the only thing you can think about is writing the negative stuff about him, even before he died. Because they were saying rest in peace before he actually died.
Yeah, I heard.
And they were talking about that. Yeah, but let's get back to the Charlemagne situation. Charlemagne was born the same month I was born, July. So he thinks very much like me. He's a very upfront, direct, straightforward person. And I like that a lot because that's me. You understand? I mean, people don't really like the idea when you're pretty straightforward and you tell them how it is. But that's what I like about him. He's pretty straightforward. He's gonna tell you what he thinks, whether you like it or not. Well, that's me right there. Like if I'm not gonna be trying to sugarcoat my opinion to make you feel good.
No.
Because essentially what I'd be doing just lying to you just to make you feel good.
Exactly.
And I don't do that. Okay, so you're staying in your lane again and we're making a right turn. So stay close, turn the wheel more, turn. And you can watch what the car is doing, right? And now you straighten up. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you can see when if you're too much over there or over here. So you turn accordingly, make a right here, signal, and just slow down and turn along with the curve. Keep going and straighten the wheel. You see, you know exactly when you're in the middle of your lane. That's when you straighten the wheel. Wherever you're pointing, if you're pointing over there and you straighten the wheel, that's where you're going. If you're pointing over here and you straighten the wheel, that's exactly where you're going. So you straighten the wheel when you're in the middle of the lane where you want to be. Basically. Yeah, like I was saying, people like to be lied to, I suppose. You know what I mean? Because the people that lie to them just to make them feel good, they like that. They love those people. But if you're too direct, you get a lot of pushback. I've always been that guy that people, Henry thinks he knows everything.
No.
Not really. I'm just telling you what I think. Is my opinion, basically. I mean, most of the time it is factual because I don't get into debates unless I have some idea what I'm talking about. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Stay close away from this truck. So this cop is like patrolling. Like we ending up on the same street with him every time.
That's Sunrise. That's what they do.
I know. I used to live in Sunrise for years.
That's what they do.
Yeah. Yeah, but like I was saying, people love when you tell them what they want to hear, you know. Even if they like I've had students, and I've had plenty of students actually that would get an attitude when you tell them what to do. Like when
that's how you learn.
and I'm like,
that's constructive criticism.
I'm like, you are paying me to literally teach you how to drive. So if you want me to just sit here and say nothing while you mess up, we can arrange that, and you just send me some money all the time, and I'll just sit with you and let you figure it out by yourself. Because I don't know what sense that makes, but I have actually been with many students over the years. Come off the grass, girl. And this dude is just like stopped. Signal left. Why is he stopped right there right now? Okay, I guess he's testing us.
What?
I don't know.
You don't see I'm learning?
Okay, go around. Cause I don't know what he's doing.
So
Did you hung the phone? Are you moving or what, bro? Seriously?
Oh wow.
Alright, go ahead.
Maybe he was on the phone.
I don't know what he's doing, but he can't just be stopped in the middle of the road at a traffic at a stop sign.
I know, and then they wanna
Alright, go ahead.
Go ahead. Then they wanna give you a ticket for that, alright?
Yeah. Press the gas gently. And straighten up. Yeah. So now he's turning around to come harass us. I don't know. For having the audacity to honk the horn at him. Yeah. That is funny.
He'll be alright.
Like he feel like he could just stop in the middle of the road and you can't say nothing about it. What sense does that make?
There has to be transparency when it comes. See, a lot of people don't know. They believe like, okay, so you're a cop. Yes, you have to obey the cop, but at the same time, they have to have some level.
I mean, there are laws, and you know, laws are to be treated the same way by every individual, including the police. Like, police are not allowed to just break laws indiscriminately. That's not how it works.
And that's one of the reasons why I went into criminal justice, going to school.
Right turn, yeah. Stop completely. And then creep out to where you can actually see.
Yeah.
And then go ahead and turn. Alright. Turn the wheel a little bit more. And then press gently on the gas. Straighten up, straighten up, straighten up. And then press the gas a little bit more. And we're gonna make the left turn there.
Okay.
Signal.
Yeah, that's one of the main reasons why I went into criminal justice, because I refused to let police officers
turn. Well, I mean, the thing is, I mean, regardless of what we think as individuals about police, right? For the most part, we are literally powerless. Like we are at their discretion.
Yeah, we are
99% of the time, and when we meet police officers that is doing their job the way they're supposed to,
they're pretty decent.
It usually goes pretty good, like because how it's supposed to.
Yeah, because I've met a few, you know.
Well, I mean, I've lived here since I was a kid, so I've met lots of cops that are decent, regular people, and then you have met a lot of cops that are the cops that you're seeing on TV today.
I know.
And as a black person, you see that all the time. Like, we see it.
Crazy.
I remember when, most of the time when people are like surprised, when they hear certain things and see certain things, and they didn't really believe black people for a while until social media. Social media and cell phone cameras is what really turned the tide when people are like, oh wow, this is really happening. But before, they would automatically believe the police officer, whatever they say. They would just believe them automatically, and if the police officer is locking you up or beating you up or killing you, it's because you did something wrong.
Exactly.
And you probably deserve it. That was always the attitude. Growing up, I see that a lot. Okay, we're gonna make a left. But with the advent of the cell phone camera and social media, turn more, and let go.
And body cams.
Yeah, well, the body cams, honestly, my opinion on the body cams, it still needs to be worked on, because I see a lot of cases where the officers turn off the camera and then turn it on after they've killed someone. Like, what's the point of that? Like, if you're gonna give them a body cam, you gotta give them a body cam that they cannot turn off. You understand? When you leave to go to work in the morning, the chief turns it on. Make a left. And then the chief turns it off when your shift is done. You can't have the ability to turn it off yourself.
No.
Because they always turning it off, right? Like, I was watching this video on YouTube where a bunch of officers are chasing this guy, and they chased him into a corner. And you watch the chase where they're running behind him the whole way.
Oh, wow.
And then they killed him, but that part is not on the camera. The camera automatically turned off or whatever. So mysteriously got turned off right when they killed him. And then they turned it back on after they killed him. So I was like, okay,
that's so
how did that happen? So yeah, if you're gonna use the body cam, I think the body cam needs to be worked on before, you know, so you can actually see everything that happens. Because most of the things that we see is from bystanders recorded.
Yeah.
It's very rarely. Go ahead, turn the wheel. It's very rarely from police body cam. It's always from someone watching. Like for instance, if it wasn't for that little girl that was recording the George Floyd thing,
I know,
we wouldn't see it. You know, there's no body cam footage that I've seen.
I remember when it happened. I was on the phone. I was talking to my brother. He lives in the UK.
I watched it, and I was like,
his
what?
wife was on Facebook or something, and she was watching it, and he was like, "Is that real?"
Yeah, I watched it. I couldn't believe it because the dude was just so relaxed. He was just sitting, kneeling on the man's neck with his hand in his pocket.
Yeah, I didn't want to see
and just looking so unconcerned about what everybody's begging him and telling him to stop. And he's just like chilling and just doing like it's no big deal. Like he was just sitting in the park, chilling.
Yeah,
he was so. If you look at his face, he's just like
he wasn't concerned at all.
At all about nothing. And then the people there, because in his mind, honestly, he's getting away with it. Yeah, he's already programmed to think, okay, I'm just gonna kill this dude, and I'm gonna walk away with no problem. Right? Like seriously, honestly, that has to be what he was thinking, because there was zero concern for the fact that he's killing a man, and he's killing a man on camera in front of multiple people watching and pleading with him not to kill the man. And the fact that he is actually on trial and they're basically trying to blame his death on the street, and the fact that he was unhealthy and drugged. Well, he was unhealthy with drugs before he killed him. He didn't die. No. He came out the store. He was not dead. He didn't fall on the floor and die because of drugs. He died because your neck was you squeezed his neck until he died. Exactly. So they're trying to use that as a defense. That's to show you how messed up the system is.
They need to try him with something, or else it's going to be another LA all over again.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy. I hope they do what's right. But yeah, it's crazy that is even debatable, honestly. I mean, it is so blatant. But look, the one good thing that has come out of this whole trial is that so-called blue wall of silence that police officers always keep their mouth shut regardless of how egregious the thing is that a cop does. But now they're like testifying against it, because they're like, wow, that's just too much.
They're breaking that.
Yeah, because they're like, that's too much. That's just like everybody just sit there and watch that. There's no reasonable way to try to explain that away. You understand? So yeah, for the first time since I've been alive, honestly, I've seen where police officers are actually testifying against an officer.
Yeah, because the other cops that were there, I think their trial is next month.
Yeah, but I mean, they're just as guilty. I mean, the little Chinese guy or whatever he should be charged the same way. And the other two that was sitting on the man's back, like what the hell? Because
the video that I saw, he was dead before the paramedics.
Yeah. But I mean, in actual facts, let's be real. Our lives aren't really worth that much. You understand? I mean, it sounds weird, but the fact is, killing a black person is like killing a roach to some of these people going the right lanes. Because I mean, seriously, it's like killing a roach. It's like no big deal. So, because I've watched white guys with guns being taken alive. I've seen it in multiple videos where the police will do everything in their power not to kill a white suspect. They will take them alive in almost every situation. Even when they've killed multiple people, they still take them alive. They take them out to Burger King and
I know, it's
you know what I'm saying?
ridiculous.
Okay, right. And to see that people would watch the difference between how a police officer would treat a white suspect, and the fact that they would do everything to keep them alive and then kill black people in seconds, within seconds of them getting to the scene, they would shoot a 12-year-old.
I know.
You feel me?
That's crazy.
And
you know
yeah.
that police officer got transferred. He went to another state and he's still a cop.
I'm not surprised at all. I'm not surprised at all. But the fact is, usually when they pull up on a scene where there's a black person, unarmed or not, it doesn't take them more than a few seconds before they decide they make the decision to kill. And yet they will be running around and hiding behind cars and doing everything not to kill the white guy with a gun.
Of course.
Does that make sense? I've seen so many videos like that I'm like, wow. Even, I mean, I don't know if you can be that blind, because to me the average white person that would claim that they're not prejudiced and they're reasonable, I mean, that is such a no-brainer. If you see the difference between how people are treated just based on the race. I don't care how much you love police officers. Because I personally don't have nothing against police officers. We need them. You understand? Society needs them, but we need good ones.
We do.
We don't need those rogue cops. And I don't believe in this bad apple theory. It's just too many. It's just a bad apple. No, it's not a bad apple. It's a bad system.
It's a system. When people talk about the criminal justice system, they say,
crazy.
oh, the criminal justice system is this and it's that. But then again, you have to remember that there's a system that's set up to guide people, right, on how they should operate, right? But the thing is, you have to remember that people are in charge, right? The system was made to protect.
Right? To protect and serve. Not us.
But then when people go into the system, they're the ones that messed everything up.
Yeah, but remember, the system was created back in the days. It was after slavery was freed. After the slave was freed, after slavery was abolished, you know, the police departments that we have, the official police departments that we have now, were created basically to hunt slaves down. You understand? It's a slave patrol. That's what it was.
That's true.
So, hello, we're still living under those type of same ideology, and you know, we're still living like that. I mean, this is what we see, right? When we look at how divided the country is right now. You look at it, it's so split, like down the middle. How do you explain that in 2021?
That's crazy.
2021. How do you see exactly? How do you explain that? Like, you would think that we'd be so far past this type of stuff, but it's still happening today, and the country is completely split in half. And you know, you have the Trumpers, which is on one side, and then you have the other people on the other side, and you can't fathom why in 2021 it's actually a thing.
Why should it have to be?
Why are we here in 2021? It doesn't make any sense at all, but the fact is we're here. we are here, like it or not. We are here still, and we're probably gonna be here for a couple of at least 100 more years.
Of course.
I mean, to be real, obviously it's gonna get better, but it's not gonna get significantly better any sooner than it's gotten since I've been here as a kid. I came here as a kid. I came here at 13, and things has changed, but the more things change, the more they remain the same. Honestly,
you're right.
Like, some things are changing, but people are not changing. Because people just kind of went undercover with their bigotry. You feel me? Make a left. And as soon as it was expedient for them to start showing their true colors, it's okay to be a bigot. Then people start showing their true colors again. So in actuality, most of them didn't really change. It was just not cool to be, you know, outwardly racist. It was something that to be ashamed of. And then homeboy make it okay.
Man, he made everyone come out of the womb.
Yeah, he make it okay to be racist, and people just ran with it.
That's crazy.
It is crazy, but it is the time that we're living in. And I mean, we've lived under the system, the times, there's still a lot of people that would say, well, Yeah, it used to be like that, but it's not like that anymore. I'm like, okay.
This is your
whatever. Okay, it's not like that anymore. But I feel like most people are kind of over that type of way of thinking since the whole since the last 4 years. Let's say that.
I think some things has changed, but we still have a
we still have a long way to go. Absolutely. I mean, like even like President Biden is talking about the whole Georgia thing, and you know, Obama said it. It's the whole Jim Crow theory. It's back to the whole Jim Crow type of way of thinking.
Yeah, it's true.
Voter suppression.
It's true.
We don't want these people voting. Like, why do they think they have the right to vote and change elections and whatnot? The audacity of black people to be thinking.
Yeah, who are you?
And voting.
Yeah. Who are you? Like,
that's crazy. Alright, make a right turn.
Well, they need to get out of that thinking.
Well, they won't.
They're not tired?
They won't voluntarily stop being racist. Let me make it right. We're gonna get over racism with time. New generation, new way of thinking, young people.
Yeah.
Eventually, you feel me?
Yeah.
There'll be enough forward thinking young people where it will have to fade. But that's not gonna happen anytime soon because you know we still have a few generations to go. Yeah, trust me.
Yep.
Yeah, it is super weird and super crazy that we're still in this, but we are in this.
No, it's crazy.
Yeah, so we're going to make a right turn coming up. Alright. Slow down. And go ahead and make this turn. Let me see how well you do this. Turn. Then stop turning right there. Keep going until you get to the middle. Straighten up. Okay, very good. See that? Stay on your right there. Why is this dude trying to pass? These people are so impatient. Like, wow. He's trying to pass you going around the corner.
Yeah, I know.
Does that make
crazy.
sense?
I saw him and I'm like, what is this person doing?
I know, that was pretty weird. Alright, so I think we're going to end this video now. This thing is going on for 27 old minutes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we had some interesting conversation. When you're talking, you don't much realize the time, you know that?
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Alright, so yeah, you see LaToya is doing well. We've been working on the corners. We're going to continue to work on her corners. On turns, I should say, for the rest of this video. For the rest of this lesson, I should say. Go ahead, go straight across. So you pull up and stop and go across. I love this house. Yeah, all these people fix up their house. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, so we're going to end right here. So again, I'm going to ask you to like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And again, if you're new to the channel, I welcome you to the channel. Make sure you watch LaToya's first and second episode. This is episode 3. I'm gonna edit and post this, so it'll be up in a few weeks. Check out Rochelle's videos. Rochelle is finished. She's finished, got her license. Sandra is also finished and got her license. All of these episodes are coming up. So you'll probably see this video before you see the end of their episode. That's series, I should say. Alright, so again, thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next video.